We go. I do believe we are live, so I'll say indeed. And greetings unto you, my beloved and holy friend. What a dear pleasure it is to have you here again on another conscious evolution. It is really hot today. My scarf is already wetted, and I suddenly smelled stink bug. And I'm just trying to chillax right now. I'm out of the sunlight, at least the direct sunlight. Been trying to stay out of it for the most part because it worries me. Talk about today's stream topic is about worrying. I was finding myself today in so many different narratives, worried about so many different things to say it in so many words, and it just it came to me almost like a moment of comedy of how absurd it is that no matter what circumstances I find myself in, I always find myself worrying about something. Literally, right? And then upon kind of acknowledging the fact, I found myself worried, worried that I might continue to worry no matter where I find myself. And that is pretty, I want to say disheartening, right? I don't particularly enjoy worrying, but still it seems to be something that keeps working its way back into my life. I talked a little bit about some of the worries I had. I did talk about some of the worries I had. And technically, some of those worries have been negated. All right, like we don't have to worry. We don't have to worry about some of the things that I was worried about, and I know now. I now know that I don't have to worry, and that is the one client we had, the slapping competitions. If it is or is not still a thing, right? That was kind of the worry, and it wasn't necessarily a worry as much as it was a acknowledgement of the fact that this thing can not. Oh, yeah. Burby is growing a lot. It's pretty strong. It's like jumping and flying a little bit. I've been training them, Myron, where I like throw them into the air and I catch them again, and they like it. They like flying. They also like being on my shoulder. It would seem. Pepe is super jealous. This is Slurricane. Some Slurricane. Can I tell you what I'm worried about more than anything? I find myself very worried sometimes that I have been making a mistake. Right? I feel like that's one of the things that I really do want to avoid. And I think maybe everybody is like that. Right? I've made bunch of Peppy, what's up, yo? I've made bunches of mistakes. Right? And in that way I feel I have shown myself that the amount of worry I apply to the mistakes I've made seems to be disproportional, as in, I worry more than I should, considering the mistakes I've made. But at the same time, it feels like, right? And it's a feeling, it's not a truth. It feels like I'm falling behind, like I'm making a mistake in that way, like I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And it really does look as simple as, asking myself, am I going to have to get a job? Right? And it seems so like simple, right? Technically speaking. No, to get a job or to not get a job. But for me, it feels very much like it's like it's a defeat. like it's a defeat. It's like I had this dream of doing things for myself or building something for myself, and that dream was like proven to be not as easy as I might have hoped for it to be. And that like hurts me in imagining other people's journeys as well. Hurts me in thinking about my family, about my siblings, and this world that they're facing too. My brother Vessel got a job and he's doing well, right? So in that way, it's not that I think a job is a bad thing. It's the fact that I'm starting to think it's a good thing. I think that's the problem for me. And maybe that's also, you know, a place to grow from. I'm pretty sure we'll be going through on Friday to do some more work. The capacity of the work will probably change. I'll be taking on a little bit more of a interviewer role as opposed to just a media making role. And I'm fine with that. I feel like I can manage. Yo folks, yo, Sam. It's nice having you. Who is that with you? This is Myron. Myron has been with us since Monday? Last Monday? Last Monday? I think. Either Monday or last Tuesday. One of the two. On my way to go and get my hair cut, this little entity was just sitting in the road, essentially waiting to get flattened or snooped up by a little cat. So we took them home and we've been feeding them. I actually just managed to feed them a big cricket. Like a big cricket, just now. Just as like the stream was starting. As I was sitting down to do my live stream, there was like this massive cricket on the floor. And I was like, oh, look at you. You're gonna become Myron food. Ah, ah, hey, buddy. Hmm? 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 What you say? Hmm. Mel, there's a bird friend for a little while still. They are growing fast. Isn't that right? No, you're growing so fast. Little fluff feathers. I don't know if I'm supposed to pull on those. Probably not. I don't have any more food for you. Right, not here at least. Hey to you too, Sun King. It's nice having you. Worrying about how much we worry. What is the lyric? I think you need to chill out for a minute and smoke weed for an hour. That sounds like this stream's whole philosophy. I don't know what song that is, but I do like it. I resonate with it. Oh, you sleepy, sleepy? You gonna fall asleep? You gonna fall asleep, baby? You gonna sleepy, sleepy, baby? You sleepy? Okay, Barbie, here. Here you go. Yeah. Whispering sweet nothings in my ear. told me that it conspires for world domination. Is that so? We do have more entities. As I talk about one of them, Pippi runs away. There's this entity right here, of course, and there's a bunch of flies also. You can probably hear them. It is so hot that I literally feel like I cannot properly think. Maybe I don't have to. Maybe that's exactly where I need to be to truly resonate with what today's stream topic is supposed to be about. Worrying about our worrying. The same way you can have an intervention for a friend, having an intervention for yourself. Sitting yourself down, putting your own hand on your own shoulder, be like, hey, bro. Hey, myself. How about you stop worrying so much? How about that? And I say to myself, oh, yeah? You think it's that easy? And I ask to myself, how? How does one worry less? Do you know? Is there some sort of formula? Is there some sort of lesson that I've been missing? Am I like I should say this in so many words because that's something that I really did feel this weekend. Is there is this realization, especially when you have some conversations. Eva is being very strange. Like she's trying to get underneath my hands. There you go. Now there's a spot for you, Eva. Yes, Eva being Eva. Why is this thing not turning? Ah, I think it maxes out that way, I guess. Did I never realize that? Does it max out like here? Okay, it does. Good to know. I guess I'm gonna switchy like this. I want freedom of movement. This is pain. Yeah. So back to the stream topic. Worried about our worrying. Are you worried about how much we worry? Do you think we don't worry enough? Maybe that can be in part why we have such a sense of dissonance towards solving some of our problems as a species as well. It's because we have so much to worry about. And we do. We do worry about so many things all the time. And then up comes, out of our zeitgeist of human minds, more things to worry about. More things to worry about. Obviously. Obviously, it's a big deal. But double obviously, people don't care because there's too much else to care about. And then I bring myself back to my intention for today's stream topic is in showing myself to worry less. How do I worry less? Can I be worryless? I don't know. Maybe for short periods of time. Do you worry about people? That's where my mind's going right now. Is that if we're going to think about the amount of things that there are to worry about, as soon as you start worrying about people, now suddenly there are 8 billion things to worry about. Literally. Right. And that can be taken on both sides, right? As in like a literal government, a ultra wealthy class not caring about people. But at the same time as well, it can be on the individual level, right? Of you not caring about people. And I feel in a way the word care is also too broad a word. Because what does care mean? Right? Care can mean something like this. I literally, this animal this actual animal, a literal animal, for some reason, only really finds the food when it's halfway down its throat, right? You putting the food directly in its mouth is gonna have it shake its face and put the food on the ground every single time. Every single time. And then we'll like cheep at you and like look at you mouth agape, waiting for more food again. And if you delicately place another little morsel of food in the mouth, then it will just go back to the ground. So you sometimes, every time, have to, and this is the way I do it at least, create a point. Right? Maybe we can parse this of like worrying about people and what does care mean when it comes to worrying about people, right? How does care look in this worrying about people? I have to create a point of food on the tip of my finger. And then as soon as this little mouth goes open, as soon as the little mouth goes open, I have to literally put that food down its gullet. Right? Like my finger has made contact with the insides of this creature's face multiple times over the course of keeping it alive. Right? And this is one little creature, which is not on its designated area. Please, sir, find yourself seated on the designated areas. There we go. I can feel its little nails digging into my shoulder as well. So in that way, right, like you don't exactly want to care about every single person in that way, where you literally have to take this life-saving source, essence, information, knowledge, experience, food, right, whatever, and force it down their throats, to put it literally in their throats, right? You don't want to do that. I don't think I do. I don't think I do. I feel like this little creature taught me that lesson. I think I missed a few comments before. Bird and dog friend. There's no need to worry. We're such good friends. This is true. Still. Eva Dogger is being so chillaxed. Oh, such a chillaxed dog. Is that a Pippi in the background? Come hither, Pippi. Yeah. I can hold out my hand and summon Doge. Yes, is that a? Yeah, that is. There's a tick in the back of your neck. I got it, Pippi. Actually, I should technically try and feed this tick to Myron. You want this? That is probably on the ground right now, or on my shoulder somewhere. But I doubt it's inside of the. Is that a kitty too? Even a kitty? Oh wow! I hope the cats haven't spotted the bird just yet. Like they do not know about it. And I've been making sure of that. Oh, Pippi is defending. Pippi is defending the Burby. She's literally defending the Burby. She's being like, you better stay away. You better stay away from the Burby. She's being a sweetheart. That's why she was like gnarling at Eva a little bit earlier as well. Because she also felt that Eva was being a threat. You see Eva's coming closer. Worry to me is processing, like sorting out if we really should indeed be concerned with something. You know, Sun King, it really is beautiful to me that you actually say that, because today, in a state of worry, I allowed myself to almost do the math, if you will, right? I was like, oh, this thing I'm worried about. And then I did the math and I considered the nature of the things that I worry about. Yeah. I consider the nature of the things I worry about. And then I almost, as you said, I processed and acknowledged that this is not something that I should be giving all of my worry to. And then it's almost like I got to move on from that worry, at least in a limited capacity. Melt, I don't know how to tell you this, but you have a bird on your shoulder. I have obviously missed a major plot point here. Yeah. Myron has been a part of the stream since, I think, Thursday. Came into our life on Tuesday, but only on Thursday did I bring him out and put him on my knee, and I think we fed him a little bit as well. It's an Indian miner. Pretty sure that's what they're called here in South Africa. They're vocal birds. In other words, you can't teach them how to talk. You can't teach them how to say things. I want to teach them how to say lekker, but you have to snip their wings and keep them inside, which is not something that I think I'm going to do. This weekend, though, I did develop some major plot points, and I did share a little bit of this yesterday. But it's the fact that my grandpa, the father of my father, the one I never got to meet because he passed away way before, uh, I was ever around. So he, by my grandma's request, had to go underneath a bridge, essentially, because they knew that there were Indian miners nesting there. And he fetched her 2 baby Indian miners, which they raised and had in the house for a very long time. Taught them how to say things, made them super, super calm and docile. Where's your Jojo? Where's your Barbie? Is it Barbie? Mm. Sun King, I have often thought the same thing. Worry and the subsequent dumping is a tactic our brain employs to figure out why it's in pain. Yeah, meow. For me, Pippi is excuse me. I'm pretty sure the cat doesn't yet know. It feels like there's some sort of scene unfolding here. Dun 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 dun. Cat does not know. That's I think what's happening here, really. And if Cat had to figure out and had to try and approach, Pippi would know. Yeah. Mm. Part of me is curious if that something would happen. And there is this almost a duality that's happening. Because the dogs are super chill. I have brought the Burby down to like floor level, and both Eva and Pippi didn't try and like bite the little bird. They were super calm. Just like smelled the bird and was okay with that. They never really ever caught birds. And Pippi was pretty ostracized every time she was like chasing chickens, even for example. So worrying less. I like the fact that you friends kind of brought some wisdom to my mind in thinking about worrying as a form of processing. How have I been processing? To be honest, I've been processing in a little bit of a state of worry, in a state of concern that I have. Again, made mistakes. I have been very calm and I've been as helpful as I can be. I've been present in this experience for the most part. But there are definitely a few things that are coming up. Different things, at least. Different things than I used to worry about. But like there's still, yeah, Kitty. There's still some things, right? And it feels especially, yeah, really cat. Feels especially like one of the big worries for me is the fact that, what's up? Uh-huh. Uh is the fact that I'm again now in my own mind, I should say at least, in a state of limitation. Maybe that's my own narrative to be overcome. Yeah, actually, I think it is. I should be worried about believing such things because there can still be things done in this space. The nature of doing will just change. But that is the only constant we can rely on, right? That could also be why we have such a negative reaction to being told not to do that shit, not to worry. Yeah. It's like don't think about why you're in pain. Like there seems to be Melty got a haircut and a burp. I think Burby is sleeping right now. Just doing a rest. It's not a bad idea, just resting the eyes a little bit. It is bright out here. Whoop whoop. Hey Pocho. Is this the first time you're seeing the haircut? Or maybe just the first time you're seeing the bird? Or maybe the first time you're seeing both together? It's nice having you here. Now, sending you blessings, bro. Change. Change is the only constant. And I feel I wish I had more control. I think I need more patience, technically, though. I need more patience. I need more time. I need more time too. I don't allow myself that, you know? I think, erroneously, that I'm already supposed to have it figured out. First time for both. It's a whole moment. Same melt, different melt. Differently melt, same it melted. Totally. It's nice having you here, bro. First for both. What a shift, oh. What a shift has happened. And I'm also back in my new home. Yeah. It is my new home. I'm a new me, and this is my new home. And I have a new setup for my computer. You wanna see it? You wanna see what my PC setup looks like? I think some of you friends might remember what it used to look like, but probably not. Probably not. But I'll show you what it looks like now, nonetheless. It used to be in that corner. All right. My PC box was standing there, and then it would be mouse pad, and then with monitor. That was like the old setup. Got to run, y'all. We love you, Sun King. And this is where it is now. Yes, there is some flappiness, right? But in a weird way, this gives me more surface area from my arm. Burp just shook its head and out came leg. I did tell you about the cricket I fed it. Ugh. I hope that the rest of the cricket's still inside. But yeah. And then there's the internet. And there's the battery. And this is not beer. It's called Best Malt. It's a Marula drink, non-alcoholic. Tastes. I don't know how to describe it even. Tastes. If we had went down a different rabbit hole instead of like the beer rabbit hole. What you doing, bro? What you doing? What you doing, bro? And Pippi being a sweetie patweetie. Oh, I'm gonna come in down on you. Oh, it's what your mama but you just. Oh, your mama, you so much. Eva is too. Oh, the Pippi kiss. Oh, the Evas. Are you curious about the cell phone? Who's that? Who's that? Is that you? Is that yourself? Did you just see you? Is that the first time you actually recognized yourself? Yeah, look at that. That's you. That's you. These doggos are being so silly. They're silly doggers. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right. Are we sitting down? Are we sitting down again? Fake Marula beer. I would probably like that. I think you would. I think you actually would. It is fake Marula beer. I don't know you knew what Marula was. But, it's kind of nice. It's very sweet though. It's very sweet. Okay, Melty. I need a few specifics on our new burb. Where you found him, what the name is, how big he gonna get. He's not getting much bigger. I mean, he's gonna get a little bit bigger than he is right now. Okay, much bigger, but not that bigger. I think his feet are pretty much grown for the most part. That's pretty much the feet he'll have. He has gotten a lot better for balance as well. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, he doesn't like that. But I've been flying him. He's a Indian miner. I found him either Monday or Tuesday. Whenever day I cut my hair. Basically on my way. I drive out of the driveway to go and get my hair cut. With a mission. I'm like, I'm gonna go and get my hair cut. That's what I'm doing. I'm cutting hair. And then this baby bird in the road. I'm like, okay, I'm feeding baby bird. But then I'm cutting hair. And then I get to the first place and then there's nobody there. And I'm like, okay, then I'm leaving. And then they don't open the gate. And then I'm like, I'm waiting behind a closed gate. But it happened. It did get to happen. Felt like there could have been in some world where I started taking care of baby bird and kept the long hair. But this was not that world. This was, yeah, I know you like being there, but I'm gonna put you on the other side. I'm gonna put you right there. Yep. The feet always grow first, lol. Back when I could drink alcohol without feeling instantly sick, I used to enjoy Amarula. Much better than Irish cream. This is true. This is true. If you want to replace your Irish cream with something superior, get yourself South African Amarula. It is very nice. It's a cream liqueur. Yeah, we know what Irish cream is, Mel. It's a cream liqueur. It's like nice and coffee or a little capped full over your ice cream can also serve you well. But this is like that as a flavor profile, a little bit. Not so much the creaminess, but very much the flavor that is associated with it. Add extra sugar and some malt, so some beer-ish flavors, and then carbonize it with sugar. Dang, dude, you have a new best friend. What the universe asked you to care for. Those are my favorite kinds of moments. Super, super cool. Pretty much. I don't know if I'm keeping him though, or her though. I don't know if I'm keeping Myron. I am raising Myron. Right? Myron is not mine. Myron is just a baby in need of sustenance, in need of a shoulder to perch themselves on and fall asleep.
Oh, she's sleepy, baby. Oh, she's sleepy. I'm more sleepy, yes, baby. Oh.
There's a lot of flies out here. Forgot about you forget many things. You forget many things. And you find there are many things that you have forgotten. And especially so the things that worried you in the space that you used to be in. Right? You forget first the things that made you worry. I don't know if that's true, but at least it seems so. Because we don't particularly enjoy worrying, and we do try to limit it and minimize it wherever we can. I have found myself still worried about the same things. However, I feel a lot more actionable and like I have the capacity to actually do something about it. Where it's not just me worrying in silence, right? It's me worrying and then saying something, and then after something has been said, starting to roll the ball of committing to things, committing to making something happen. Think right one. Problems to be solved. One of the things that I want to do, which is a problem, maybe again for me, something that worries me. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Something that worries me is the fact that this wall is basically the first thing the sun sees when it sees, outside of the house. So, especially with this window open as it has been with my sister painting in there, it gets absolutely scathing. And I'm not joking, 42, 110, 115 Fahrenheit in that room. It's not okay. It worries you. It's like, and especially since my electronics live in there, it worries me for my electronics' sake. Right? I have a battery and stuff. They don't exactly like being elevated in temperature. So, in that way, a part of me wants to build an awning out of solar panels right here on this spot, which will give me more shade so I can potentially practice yoga right here with that as my background and also, provide electricity close to the things that I'm going to be using electricity with. Right? I make my art in that room as well. And that feels pretty actionable, right? I can go out, I can buy the solar panels, I can buy wood, and I can build something. And then after I do that, suddenly I get to not worry about this thing. So maybe that's the real thing to be said about today's stream topic. It's not so much about don't worry, but like what's next? Maybe that's the real question. It's like I'll never tell you to not worry, but I might ask you what's next. After we've worried, what then? Then what? Right. You can buy wood and build something. You rang a duck dad. Bro, let me know. Oh, how is the slice and dicing been, bro? How is the force treating you? I don't know. To the friends who don't know, I don't know how many of you don't know, but Duck Dad has taken up a new career as an arbiter. I can say that, right, Duck Dad? That feels accurate. And it has been a journey, being a part of Duck Dad's journey. And it is something to be celebrated. And I'm curious how it's going, bro. Is there a season for tree cutting, or is that a year-round affair as well, at least? I am adding heat to my Dynavap. There is clouds coming. Hey, Corey Williams is here again. Send love to Little Fruit Cup and Peach too. Faith in our own ability to adapt and adjust to the next trials can bring peace to the warrior. Absolutely. Arborist, tree chopper man. I won't have any tree work for several weeks, but the last of my needed gear arrives today. I'm inching to get to work, but it's currently 11 degrees. Okay. So it's not a matter of you can't do it because of the season. It's a matter of you don't want to do it because of the season. Right? Is that the way I'm supposed to be interpreting? I think so, at least. Operating a chainsaw at 12 degrees. Is your fuel okay with that stuff? I'm pretty sure chainsaws use two-stroke, right? Does two-stroke oil make your fuel less susceptible to freezing or more susceptible to freezing? Frozen trees are hard to cut. I like how that's the way you're interpreting, Poja. I would think frozen trees are easier to cut for some reason. Because it's like you're shearing stuff off of a blade. And if you had to think about like cutting chicken, it's easier to cut slightly frozen chicken than it is to cut completely like soggy, soft chicken, right? My hands started to hurt just thinking about it. Swampy nudges my fingers and toes. Yeah, I thought so. It's like a human form limitation. Checks out. The hardest part of the cold is all the knot tying and rope work. Yeah, having to like have that dexterity at the same time while your fingers are like moving at like 1/5 the speed. That does sound very uncomfortable. Something that I've been worrying about, since we're talking about worrying, is the amount of mosquitoes. I've been getting absolutely eaten alive here, but I'm surviving. I have companions, flies and mosquitoes included. I'm definitely not alone here. I'm not worried about being alone. That's nice, at least. Yeah. Maybe in acknowledging that there are things that worry us. Are you in, Robertsdal? Yeah, I am. Instead of worrying about everything, acknowledge that there are some things that you don't have to worry about, right? And trying to identify those things. Okay, yeah, there's a bunch of good things to look forward to. Eat lots of garlic. I think that keeps the skeeters away. I've heard that too. I try to eat my fair share of garlic, but I think if I had to up my garlic consumption more, I think, I would keep everyone away, not just the skeeters. Can you wear gloves and do that, Duck, or is it the tradition to suffer? I don't remember that rock wall and palm tree. This rock wall and palm tree is on this side of the building. That's where I sometimes, that's where I basically train to become a yoga teacher. This is the arch that goes to that. This rock wall. Like we have streamed here before. Not many times, I'll admit. Not many times, but we have. Suffering and chainsaws don't usually work well. Well, as long as you don't suffer your chainsaws. Alright, please no. Sam, I wear gloves, but usually have to take them off to make my knots and set my equipment, then back on before they freeze up. The fish doesn't worry about how far it can fly. Yeah, that's nice as well as a consideration, Corey. To me, it's not so much about that, right? Like excusing myself of worrying about certain things. Is that my brother? My mother? I did not expect this predicament. My mother is going to see my hair for the first time. You want to see this too? You want to see my mom see my hair for the first time? I wanna wait for her to come out because she's gonna be in the car. It's not gonna be clear. Let's see. Hi, mama. Kom gou uit hiernatoe. I'm gonna hide from her.
En die hare? Is dit
Mama.
'n verrassing vir my?
Ja, een deel.
In 'n
In een Indian
klein
miner
fles.
ook, ja.
gaan jy hom leer praat.
Wel, weet nie of hy sy vlerke wil sny en nog gaan so lank hou nie, maar
Hey,
op pad om
puppies.
my hare te gaan sny. Dis hy in die pad. Sukses, okay.
Draai sy nek om.
Nou red ek my voeltjie ook. Lekker om te sien.
Mooi.
Dankie, mamma.
Dis met die stream.
Yes, ek het actually mamma se reaksie gevang. Ek is soos ek het soos dis hoe ek gesê het. Kom hier so ja, ek het wag gekry. Want as ek maar nie kan probeer die reaksie gekry het. Dankie mamma, ek kon nou gesels. Chainsaw surgery? Yikes, no please. I don't wanna think about what that entails. Here's some mild chainsaw surgery. All right. Mom was thoroughly surprised. I think I missed a bunch, huh? Do you know what the chainsaw was originally invented for? Surgery. No. Oh my goodness. I'm guessing it was a significantly smaller chainsaw. Maybe sharper as well, but still.
Yeah.
I don't know why those Canadian lumberjacks do it. My mom was trying to feed my bird to the cat. In South Africa, this bird species is considered an invasive species, pest. It's not a pest to me. It's raining. There's drops falling on me. That's a problem because there are things that don't really like getting wet on the back of the trailer. The mattress, for one, is the thing that I'm thinking about specifically. So I'm going to take your friends with me. You see, I should have probably put these things in a bag. That would have helped out. Thank you for being so worried that you have more to worry about. Now that you have brought yourself back around, well, have less to worry about. Yeah, okay. Oh. Kom maar alleen niet zo. Is dit maar? Ja, maar dat is net mama hier zo, nee. En het hom maar die pakkie by die woonstel opgetel ook vir my.
Ja, was dit jy wat bestel?
Ja.
Die woonstel gelos.
Wow.
Vir die groep gevra. Dit bestel.
Ek was seker ook klaar aan gewees.
Ja, ek het dit gevra nie.
O, wou hom nog gevra het. Ja, gaan 'n paar goedjies kom. Ek het myself van daai botteltjies ook gekoop wat Champagne wissel het. Hy skald.
Wow.
It's nice, yeah. Corey, my guy. Surgery, right? Childbirth, to be more precise. No. I'm gonna pretend I didn't read that. Mama Mel looks beautiful. Love to mom. Mama's hardcore. Look, puss. It's your food, literally. That's literally what happened. Now, I did tell you, friends, that I come from a very strange world. Oh my. My poor cactus is not looking very good for... It's looking a little bit sad right now. I just got pooped on. Well, I mean, the poop fell off of me for the most part, but I still got pooped on. Jeeps, that cactus does not look okay. Oh, my heart hurts. I don't know if we're gonna get a lot of rain. Maybe I don't have to be that worried. ja. Ja, ja. Sure. I can feel the mosquito bites on my feet, begging me to scratch them. I really dislike mosquitoes. They enrage me. I don't think I can move this thing alone, bro. I've been saying this. Fuck, I'm been saying this, but I keep trying. I keep trying. I keep trying. Because I worry, but no. You only got a few drops. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Pepe is being a little silly girl. A little silly, silly. You being silly? Ouch. Sorry, it hurt me. Sorry.
Ja, dan gaan we ons die
Dan allemaal nou alles af.
gaan hulle dit nie ook dan
Zo is het maar gedaan het.
Ek moet dit aflois.
Sodra jy nou
Ek wou net daai matras gekry het, het begin reën het. Nee, nee.
ja, okay. Ja. Ja, dan gaan we net maar 'n bietjie maar ek het nou
I'll have to take this deeper as well. I should show you friends what I just walked in on. Ek sal dit vir my vat. Dit hoef seker nie nou dadelik daar te wees nie. Ek sal vir my doen. Speaking mattresses do not do well in the rain. Yeah. Yeah, no, I know this. I feel like okay, it's not as picturesque as it was. This line, like cat. That one used to be there. As hot as it is, the tiles are the coolest place. I did tell you, friends, about this absolute monster cat. It's like the scale difference. Ja, weet jy hoe hierdie kat wat so groot is, 'n verskil. Ja, papa sê die kat's vet, maar dis nie net vet wees nie.
Sy kop is ook groot.
Yeah. It's not just being fat. My dad thinks this cat is just fat, but I believe this cat is just a unit. Not just fat. It's more than just fat. This is Carlos. Yes. This is how close me and cats get usually. I'm not as allergic anymore, at least. There's more rain falling right now. Papa! A bird is getting like speed wobbles. Whoa, whoa. Bro, it's raining on that matras. Like jeeps. Like goodness gracious. I didn't get any help yesterday unpacking my stuff, which is fair, right? You don't have to help me unpack my stuff. It's my stuff to unpack. But like there are some things that I cannot do by myself. I actually can't. Huh? Nee, ek wil help hê om my matras af te haal wat nou nat reën.
Ja. Yes. Die matras is belangriker as soil.
Ja. Ek kan hom nie alleen doen nie, maar ek het al 6 keer probeer.
Ja, okay. Kom maar terug.
Huh?
Kom terug. Hulle kom maar die matras. Help daar toe, vat die matras. Jy kan matras. Ja, dit het 'n bietjie begin reën hier so, nou staan hy nog in die trap by die kant. Ja.
Okay. Success. Progress has been made. Essa aqui é uma. Ja.
Maar ek verstaan Elfie se mening ook van dit is nou 'n afskeid en dit is nou 'n laaste opinie en wat 'n mens nou die oorskiet moet die vorige party oorgebly het. Nee, dit ek hoor wat jy sê.
Say. Terug daar so onder daai dak, daar so by die stoor.
Ja, nee, ek dink ook so. Ja. Ek dink ook aan die
Ons gaan nie hier trailer onder die dak instoot.
Ja. Dit is net te laat.
Instantly the rain is gone. So you're nuts. So.
Yes. Ja, ek dink ons moet dit liewer doen. Ek weet nou nie of daar nou mense is wat nou nie klaar geëet het nie.
Oh, say. Hey, Alex. Pepsi, Pepsi, Pepsi. Ja, ja, Pepsi, Pepsi. Ja, zodra is alles nou weer weg het. Alright. Cooler, cooler, burning, I know. Bless the rains down in Africa. Yeah. And the rains have been blessing us. Like it's water running. This is very wet. Pools of water have been made. But now there's no more rain. So I'm gonna do a little switcheroo on this yoga matter. And just like that, we got a dry surface area to sitteth upon. Did you know that's why they make yoga mats of two sides? That's why. Yep. Heard here first. Melt that in the supervisory role. Of course, watching your pet cats with your dirty feet on screen is my nightmare. Feel good. Birdie so at home, just chilling on Mel's shoulder. It's awesome. I'm jealous now. I wish I had a bird. I want the bird to chill with. Bless you, bro. Maybe the universe will send you one too. I wish I could hand over this little dude's responsibility to you, bro. I think you do good. I'm primed, ready to learn about Japanese train couplers, or whatever it is going on here. Oh, wow. Speaking of verbs, we have a pair of ravens in my word that I fly by a few times a week. It's amazing how huge they are and how incredibly black their feathers are. And I think UV reactive as well in different spectrums. The flared face of the single dropper act as a sway bar and pull bar for the coupling action. Are you feeling my oil decant and refilling my... Like, this is some of the most autistic language that I've ever read. I can say shit like that because I'm autistic myself. Maybe Star Trek. I should say it's the most Star Trek language that I've ever seen. Cooler, cool as burning, I know. I don't know if that helped cool things down much. Eva, for some reason, feels the need to like lay up against me body. It's nice to have the dog want to be close, but it is hot. I just got 15% more autism. Love is true. I think it's time for me to end this vertical stream and then start the horizontal one. I appreciate you friends for joining me for this one. I'll see you again soon.